Order the Board of County Commissioners regular meeting this July 17th, 2024 at 4 p.m. If we could have stand for the invocation and the pledge of allegiance.
Gracious God, we ask for your blessing upon all gathered here today in our Salem County community. We are grateful for your guidance in making the decisions presented before us. We ask that you hear the special intentions each of us hold in our hearts. We ask this in Jesus' name. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Adequate notice pursuant to the Open Public Meetings Act has been given of this meeting by forwarding notice to the South Jersey Times and Elmer Times Company, and by posting notice on the bulletin board in the Salem County Courthouse and Fifth Street Office Complex, and by filing notices in the office of the Salem County Clerk and the Clerk of the Board, all having been done at least 48 hours in advance.
Roll call, please.
Director Laurie.
Here.
Deputy Director Ostrom.
Here.
Commissioner Ramsey.
Here.
Commissioner Keller is absent. Commissioner Timmerman.
Yes, ma'am.
We have the quorum.
Thank you. Commissioners, what's your pleasure with the minutes?
Mr. Director, I'd like to make a motion that we dispense with the reading of the minutes from the July 1st, 2024 meeting. Minutes are to be received, approved, and recorded in the minute book.
Mr. Director, I second the motion.
Thank you. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please raise your right hand. Thank you. We have a special recognition tonight, this afternoon. Commissioner Timmerman?
Come on up here, Timmerman.
Emma Timmerman.
So we want to present you with a citation with the Salem County Constitutional Law. And I'll read this. Accommodations to trade are sentencing to violate the Constitution of the County of Salem to elect the constitutional office of representatives in recognition of the faithful and dedicated service to the residents of Salem County for enlisted in the United States Army National Guard. On behalf of our sheriff. Don't go anywhere, you got a lot more to come. I'm glad to give you this on behalf of Salem Community College. This allows you in recognition of your completed service in the United States Armed Forces, complimentary course at Salem Community College. Congratulations on that. This is from the Board of County Commissioners. Salem County Board of Commissioners is honored to present this certificate of recognition to you, July 2nd. With graciously dedicated and contributed service to protect our country by means of a designated USA military branch, the U.S. National Guard, and so on for the service. And this keeps our country alive. This is from the Senate and General Assembly. Heather Simmons, who's our Assembly here today, is 1% of family emergency. This is also given on behalf of John Berticelli, who's our state senator, and David Bailey, who's from Salem County and also Assembly. This is another citation for service in the United States National Guard. You want to come up for a picture? You don't have. Don't forget to get all the time.
Ms. Pennington, do we have any waiver of the rules? What? Oh.
No,
We've come, and I say this every time, it's in earnest, we have a very riveting meeting coming up. you're welcome to stay, or you can leave if you like. It's just running the county business, so thank you. A lot of people wish they could leave, but they can't. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. Back to the waiver of the rules.
Yes, we have 3 waiver of the rules. A11, resolution for emergency appropriations to satisfy settlement obligations of the litigation matter captioned Terry Walker versus County of Salem et al. B11, resolution authorizing an application to the New Jersey State Police Emergency Management Assistance Agency Assistance EMAA Performance Grant Number FY24 EMPG EMAA-1700, and B12, resolution supporting and approving a body armor replacement fund program grant application for the Salem County Sheriff's Office from the New Jersey Division of Criminal Justice.
Commissioners, heard the reading of these 3 waiver of the rules. Do I have a motion to approve?
Mr. Director, I make a motion that we approve waiver of the rules for these 3 resolutions. I'll second the motion, Mr. Director.
Thank you. I have a motion and second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please raise your right hand. And that's passed unanimous. We have no public hearings and adopt.
Yep. So final reading and adoption of ordinance 2024-001, an ordinance of the Board of County Commissioners of the County of Salem, New Jersey, appropriating the sum of $1,925,000 from the Capital Improvement Fund for the completion of various capital improvements and the acquisition of various capital equipment.
Commissioners, we have a roll call for a motion. Can I get a motion and a second to open the public hearing?
So moved, Mr. Director. Second.
Roll call, please.
Deputy Director Ostrom.
Yes.
Commissioner Timmerman.
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Taylor is absent. Commissioner Ramsey.
Yes.
Director Laurie.
Yes.
4-0.
It's open public hearing. If anybody had a comment on the appropriating of the capital improvement fund? Could I get a motion and a second to close the public hearing?
So moved, Mr. Director. Second the motion.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Director Ostrom.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, Deputy Director Ostrom, I'm sorry. Commissioner Timmerman. Commissioner Taylor is absent. Commissioner Ramsey.
Yes.
Director Laurie.
Yes. Now can I get a motion and a second to adopt ordinance 2024-001?
So moved, Mr. Director. Second the motion.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Deputy Director Ostrom.
Yes.
Commissioner Timmerman.
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Taylor is absent. Commissioner Ramsey.
Yes.
Director Laurie.
Yes. Passed unanimous. Public hearing adoption.
Public hearing and adoption of the revised land development standards in accordance with NJSA 40:27-6.2E and 6.6.
Getting a motion and second to open the public hearing. Mr. Director, I'll make that motion. I'll second the motion, Mr. Director.
I have a motion and a second. Can I get a roll call, please?
Deputy Director Ostrom.
Yes.
Commissioner Timmerman.
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Taylor is absent. Commissioner Ramsey.
Yes.
Director Laurie.
Yes. The public hearing is now open for the adoption of revised land development standards in accordance with NS. The numbers are there. Anyone from the public? Hearing none, can I get a motion and a second to close the public hearing?
So moved, Mr. Director. Second the motion.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Deputy Director Ostrom.
Yes.
Commissioner Timmerman.
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Taylor is absent. Commissioner Ramsey.
Yes.
Director Laurie.
Yes. Getting a motion to adopt the revised land development standards for Salem County. Can I get a motion and a second to adopt?
Yes, sir, Mr. Director, I'll make that motion. I'll second the motion, Mr. Director.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Deputy Director Ostrom.
Yes.
Commissioner Timmerman.
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Taylor is absent. Commissioner Ramsey.
Yes.
Director Laurie.
Yes. That's passed unanimous. Commissioners, what's your pleasure with the general and committee commission minutes and reports, as well as correspondence?
Mr. Director, I'd like to make a motion that the correspondence, department reports, and committee commission minutes be accepted, filed, and made a part of the minutes. I'll second the motion, Mr. Director.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please raise your right hand. Passed unanimous. Thank you. Commissioners, what's your pleasure with payment of bills and claims?
Mr. Director, I'd make a motion that all bills and claims, when properly signed and audited, be paid and charged to their respective accounts.
Second motion, Mr. Director.
Thank you. I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please raise your right hand. Passed unanimous. Thank you. Commissioners, your pleasure on the treasurer's report.
Similarly, sir, I would like to make a motion that the treasurer's report be received and filed, subject to audit, and that it be spread full and complete upon the minutes.
Second motion, Mr. Director.
I have a motion and second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please raise your right hand. Passed unanimous. Moving on to the resolutions for administrators.
A2, resolution authorizing contracts with Constellation New Energy for electricity generation supply services and delivery for the County of Salem. A3, resolution awarding a renewal contract for routine and emergency electrical repair services for the County of Salem. A4, resolution renewing a contract for providing original equipment manufactured New Jersey Transit bus cards for the County of Salem. A5, resolution authorizing change order number 1 to the contract for Labor Council for the County of Salem. A6, resolution awarding a non-fair and open contract for special counsel for the Salem County Clerk. A7, resolution authorizing the closing of grant funds received and appropriated. A8, resolution authorizing the award of a non-fair and open contract for the provisions of ambulance services to American Legion Ambulance Association DBA Municipal Ambulance Corps. A9, resolution appointing fund commissioner to the statewide insurance fund. A10, resolution changing custodians of petty cash funds. A11, resolution for emergency appropriation to satisfy settlement obligations of the litigation matter captured Terry Walker versus County of Salem et al.
Commissioners, you heard the reading of these 11 resolutions. What is your pleasure?
Mr. Director, I'd like to make a motion that we adopt these, actually 10 resolutions.
I'll second the 10 resolutions.
Did we miss one?
No, A1 was the last.
Oh, okay. I have a motion and a second for 10 resolutions. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please raise your right hand. Passed unanimous. Agriculture and public safety.
B1, resolution authorizing execution of contract between the Salem County Interagency Council of Human Services and the County of Salem 2023. B2, resolution authorizing execution of a contract between the Salem County Interagency Council of Human Services and the County of Salem 2024. B3, resolution authorizing the Commissioner Director and the Clerk of the Board to sign the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development Environmental Review required for the execution of the fiscal year 23 Leased Apartments Program Grant contract for period of March 1st, 2024 through February 28th, 2025, funded through the Salem County Continuum of Care. B4, resolution authorizing application for a grant from the Office of Justice Programs, Bureau of Justice Assistance Bulletproof Vest Partnership Program. B5, resolution approving an agreement between the Salem County Prosecutor's Office and the Salem County Vocational Technical School to provide Operation Helping Hands funding for expansion of the bridge program. B6, resolution authorizing the retention of a limited part-time assistant prosecutor for the Salem County Prosecutor's Office to combat opioid addiction and advance the intervention, addiction, and recovery mission of Operation Helping Hands. B7, resolution supporting and approving a body armor replacement program grant application from the New Jersey Division of Criminal Justice for the Prosecutor's Office. B8, resolution approving a grant application with the New Jersey Division of Criminal Justice for the Salem County Prosecutor's Office, SART Fine Subaward number VS-17-23. B9, resolution authorizing the County of Salem to apply for the State of New Jersey Juvenile Justice Commission for Innovation Grant funding of $120,000 for the period of January 1st, 2025 to December 31st, 2025. B10, resolution amending resolution 2024-037, appointing members to the Salem County Youth Services Commission. B11, resolution authorizing an application to the New Jersey State Police Emergency Management Assistance Agency Assistance Performance Grant Program number fiscal year 24 EMPG EMAA-1700, and B12, resolution supporting and approving a body armor replacement fund program grant application for the Salem County Sheriff's Office from the New Jersey Division of Criminal Justice.
Commissioners, you've heard the reading of the 12 resolutions. What is your pleasure?
Mr. Director, I will give you a dozen and ask that we move to approve these 12 resolutions.
I'll second the motion, Mr. Director.
I have a motion and I have a second. Thank you. Any discussion?
Yes, I'd just like to comment on the B5 resolution, that will expand the bridge program to the vocational technical school. It's a program, through the court system, the
service, probation department programs out there that the youth services coordinates. The students do a phenomenal job in this bridge program. The school actually, the court can't keep enough students there. The kids really come around this program. It's really an outstanding program. And hats off to the vocational school that runs it. It's a good job.
Thank you, Commissioner. Any other discussions? Hearing none, all in favor, please raise your right hand. Passed unanimous. Health and Human Services.
E1, resolution authorizing an extension of a contract with Strategic Billing Enterprise LLC. E2, resolution accepting and executing the Sustaining Local Public Health Infrastructure Grant. E3, resolution accepting and executing the 2024-2025 Right to Know Grant. E4, resolution accepting and executing the Local Public Health Overdose Fatality Review Team's 2025 Grant, Pathway A and Pathway B. E5, resolution accepting the Personal Assistance Services Program Grant from the New Jersey Division of Disability Services for the County of Salem.
Commissioners, you heard the reading of these 5 resolutions. Your pleasure.
Mr. Director, I'd like to make a resolution to approve these, I'd like to make a motion to approve these 5 resolutions as read. I'll second the motion, Mr. Director.
I have a motion and second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please raise your right hand. Passed unanimous. Public Works.
F1, resolution authorizing consent to the proposed water quality management plan amended title 638 Gershel Avenue Warehouse in Pittsgrove Township site-specific area amendment. And F2, resolution awarding a contract for the 2021 County Aid Road Program for the County of Salem.
Commissioners, heard the reading of these 2 resolutions. What is your pleasure?
Mr. Director, I'd like to make a motion to adopt these 2 resolutions.
I'll second that, Mr. Director.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please raise your right hand. Passed unanimous. Chapter 159, insertions.
H1, resolution providing for the insertion of any special item of revenue in the budget pursuant to NJSA 48:4-87, Chapter 159, Public Law 1948, COVID-19 Vaccination Activity C. H2, fiscal year 24 Arrive Grant. H3, 2024 Southern Coastal Fund Wellness Grant. And H4, 911 Upgrades Program.
Commissioners, heard the reading of these 4 resolutions. Your pleasure.
Mr. Director, I'd like to make a motion to adopt these 4 resolutions.
I'll second the motion, Mr. Director.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please raise your right hand. Passed unanimous. Commissioners, do we have any old business? Commissioners, any new business? Must be summertime. Commissioners, any public announcements?
Well, number one announcement, as you just alluded, it's hot. So anybody who's coming to these events that we usually discuss, kudos to them. Every Wednesday, it's Wednesday this evening out at Running Gear Golf Club and Seven Tap Tavern. They are having live music every Wednesday evening from 6 to 9. Salem Water Days every Friday from 12 to 4 with children 13 and under needing to be accompanied by an adult to beat this heat some way or another. Farm Camp 2024 is being held various days through the summer at the Coons Barnyard. And actually my grandson participated in that and had a very good experience. So thank you all for doing that. Foxy Fine Art, a flip-flop event is this evening at the 1022 Tavern over in Centerton. Third Legislative District Senior Resource Fair actually is tomorrow afternoon at the college. Bus trip for Sight and Sound Theater, Friday the 19th, $150 per person. Tickets and information are available on this website. Concerts at the Park next Thursday, July 25th. Marlton Park will be the Sarah American Legion Band who played at a previous induction ceremonies here. Run for Homes, hopefully it's going to cool off a little bit on Saturday, July 27th. Habitat for Humanity of Salem County at Riverview Beach Park. And I want as we get closer, make sure that everyone's aware that our fair starts a day earlier this year. We kick off on Monday evening. The opening ceremonies will be Monday, the 5th of August, and the fair will run that entire week. Please, anyone who is out there and able to donate blood, the American Red Cross Blood Drive is kicking off Tuesday, July 30th from 2 to 7 p.m. at the FOP level. So, Patty's not here to second guess me. Oh, she snuck in. Oh, okay.
Thank you. Any other public announcements? Hearing none, I'd like to open up for public comment. If you'll state your name and your address, step forward to the podium.
Hi, Debbie Axcraft, 47 State Street, Penns Grove. I'm asking about this resolution A8, authorizing the award of a non-fair and open contract for the provision of an ambulance service to American Legion Ambulance Association. What does that mean?
I'll ask my solicitor if she'll fill you in. She prepared it.
So that's the first step in the plan that the commissioners came up with to pay $150 per call to get the services. Because they're sort of equally set up as a different entity than the municipality, we try to do a non-fair and open contract with them. The municipalities are all get insurance service agreements that entities for the same program. So the volunteer squad, the money will funnel down from the township down to you. We just had to do it a different way legally, because there are different within that.
A question about the money. I'm not sure, is it going actually to the town or is it going directly to the squads? If you did a vendor packet, if you did a vendor packet, does that mean it comes to that squad that did the vendor packet?
I don't know what you mean by vendor packet.
So we were asked to do a vendor packet in order to receive these funds. So we did.
Where did you get, who asked you to do that?
When?
No, who did you get it from?
Was it Scott, right? Yeah. The DCA, when they, yeah. There was a
Go ahead.
DCA questionnaire also given out to all the squads, which we've been working on, which mine got ruined by a flood in my building, but, so, don't know.
Yeah, we'll have to look into that. The vendor packet didn't come from the county.
It was recommended by the DCA when that packet, the questionnaire we got from them.
Scott, do you want to explain that further?
Sure. Can't hear you.
I can't, I'm taking minutes.
He is quiet.
Along with the program, the issue of funds for the ambulance squads, the DCA also proposed a document requesting information from squads that they're going to use to possibly provide some money from the state level. Part of that funding that they're proposing requires the ambulance squads to not only produce corporate documents, but it also requires them to become a vendor of the account. So, in order to have no dollars essentially can apply to the PCA program out there, so you would have to go to school, it's in their tools to the documents to create a funding for the ambulance squad that has to be kind of statewide program. It just happened to coincide directly with the county. So the ambulance squad reached out to the people in their office county and decided on vendor. Apply to become vendors of the county. They have a team that have their business registration.
Right.
And the necessary corporate paper, all those things are being collected by all the squads that are county and have the states and environment for the purpose of becoming vendors. I don't have an answer for that, but I know that everyone is working on it.
Scott, is this from Rick Riccardello from DCA? We met with them and, huh? Okay, we met with them, in order to relieve the county of the burden of the additional funding. They were trying to come up with a way for the state to do it. Now, whether it's the same or not, I believe it is, but,
It's the same program, but it's a statewide program, it's not.
statewide, okay.
Right, so,
This would be it then, totally different again.
Okay.
yeah, probably the county, and they all, they're all working through, still a lot of things there. Those people are working through the county, that are the county, and they're working on the work. So, the contract you're asking about
Yes.
is a very similar contract to what you'll get from the county in that process.
Okay.
But there were two, that's the process. You're not, you're not licensed.
Right.
And therefore,
Okay.
that's where it comes from. Oh, that's really very quickly, but that's my knowledge. And I have the number of particular people.
Okay. All right.
And I apologize, we didn't know about the DCA
Okay.
stuff going out to you. We didn't know.
Yeah, they gave that to us. Well, Scott gave it to us about 2 months ago now, I guess. On one of our meetings. Yeah. It's a lot.
And we would have to look at the vendor packets and see who we can legally pay
That's fine.
based on the information.
Okay. We just want to make sure that it gets funneled down to us and doesn't, at least in my town, get used for something else. So, although right now we have a new business administrator interim, and she's doing a wonderful job, so I think we'll be okay.
We want to make sure that happens too, and
Mhm.
so, I mean, I think probably want to let it go through.
Okay. Other than that, just a good thing. There's at the fair. You mentioned the fair. There's a volunteer squad manning the fair every single night, which is five nights this year, where I think it was not that long before. So we have gotten 5 squads to sign up.
It's amazing the volunteers out there, the fire department community there too.
Yeah.
So we appreciate all the volunteers. And we also recognize, as long as even the state is recognizing that the EMS programs are financially in trouble. I mean, it's just, they keep putting mandates on without funding. We're doing the best we can, and we came up with a tentative answer.
Yes.
And we're moving forward with that.
Okay. Well, we're just some of our questions were answered before the meeting started, so we're just making sure that's coming our way still.
Okay, so
Thank
We
you.
understand that you're under pressure from both sides. The healthcare environment is challenging as that.
Well, I mean, they just added some things that we're allowed to do, but then they put on these restrictions that are ridiculous for checking blood sugar and things like that. So
congratulations.
Yeah.
We have now
we'll get through it.
paramedic. She got her certification, so thank you. Patty?
Been a rough day. Patty Bomba, Carnes Point. I'm going to start with a little history lesson. In 2000, I came before the Freeholder Board to talk about a playground that I wanted to see if we could build. A place for Sammy was the first 100% handicap accessible playground in the state. It was at that meeting that it was suggested that I visit a disability advisory board meeting. I did that. And then in 2002, I was invited to join that board. Over the years, I've been thrown off, reappointed. So 3 different times I've served on the Office for Disability Services is what I like to call it. Things are not going well, and I've been here many times to discuss the problems that we're seeing and have seen. So on May 1st, I asked what was the status of the advisory board because I had not seen any new appointments. Then on July 1st, I asked the same question. Did you get an answer? Twice you started to explain about a federal program. I assume that that's the core advisory group. Are you aware?
I don't have that email, but you were included with that, so you should.
Well,
have it.
I didn't get an email. The
From
email
June?
that I got was from
June.
the department head on July 3rd, advising me of this advisory group. So what I want to know is, did you know at that time when I asked twice recently that the disability board had been disbanded? Because that was my fear, and it looks like that was realized. So did you know at that time? Did you set me up
No,
to get this email from June?
no, that, the
Which I
email
don't
June
appreciate.
came because they asked June about you approaching to the meeting, so I went to June, which the advisory board is under her, and he said, please tell me what's going on. She forwarded me an email and included you. That's the first time.
I did get that email. So I guess my next question is, if you didn't know, why didn't you know? I mean, who's running the store?
It did not come up.
Who's running the store?
It did not come up.
Okay,
June's
so
we have a director that runs that store.
in all of the times that I've been here discussing various problems, there's 40 episodes of examples of asking about disability issues, 10 asking about Code Blue, ramp program and ramps, 8 that I could see because I went back on the minutes are not complete, and Marielle is working on that. But, you know, in all of those conversations, I have never been told that I have to go back to department head. And she didn't say that in those words, but that was I think the point of the email. So I also asked about a person who was homeless living in her car at the July meeting, and I was advised to go to Board of Social Services. But what you don't know is I ask these questions and try and help these people, but I did go to an advisory board at Social Services a couple months ago, got nowhere. And then I think it was in March, I attended a meeting here in Salem on homelessness that was an agency that partnered with DCA. At that time, I asked, is anybody from the county going to be here? And the response was, no, you aren't invited. So what's going on here? We have systems that are broken. The disability population is not really being served the way that it used to under Debbie Banky, who was a holdover in 12. I was reminded of that when I went back through all the minutes. The homelessness problem is stupid. I mean, it's not, the system is broken. So what do we do about that?
Well, I suggest you direct your questions to Mr. Timmerman, who runs that, is liaison to that whole department. We're a policy board and aren't the front lines. As that's why we have directors that run this. We are liaison to those boards.
Yeah, silly me. I thought that because I was a constituent that I was supposed to come here to you know, ask for you to make suggestions, for you to fix problems, and I see you as the governing body, and I expect you to answer my questions. I don't have to go to 40 different places.
You can call me Patty, and
Thank you.
and we'll work through it together.
Sorry, I'm a little upset.
It's quite all right.
It's like I said, it was a bad day.
Please call me. You have my cell phone number. Okay.
Charlie House, 57 Enlope Place, Cubbinsville. You remember that, we're not Salem anymore.
I'd just like to say thank you for the recognition last month for the grant program. I wasn't able, Debbie and I were in Clayton, looking at a veterans housing development that we're going to be working to get in Salem County also. While I'm here, I just wanted to say that you have the Veterans Organization of Salem County, which Brenda's been, good with me. We have Resource for Independent Living, which also is getting into the mental health portion of veterans. Habitat for Housing for Veterans. There's like 5 groups out there we put together to talk about veterans and how we can serve them better in Salem County. I'm not going to get into the elaborate part of it, but we are moving forward with the first time anybody put everybody together just to talk about it. Because everybody knew it was something different. Everybody has funding for different, but nobody knew what everybody was doing. So we have got that taken care of quarterly. We're going to try. My wife wants to, her vision is to have a whole complex, whole building like she did at Freedom Village over there, disabled, for veterans, disabled veterans, underserved veterans, poverty-stricken veterans, homeless veterans. So we went to Atlanta on a grant program. We found out through Habitat that's a pretty good program out there that Habitat gets into. So we're going to straight ahead. We made this little group we have. We call ourselves Salem County Veterans Support Collaboration. I think it's, I don't know what that might be, but it's a name we come up with so that we can identify ourselves with things we're doing. So just, I'm not asking for anything, just letting you know we're trying to get things together for the veterans. Brenda, you raised it up then, I told you last week, that Brenda is on board, and she's helping us, and we're all trying to get together, so we all know we're doing the main thing. Good to the veteran population, especially the homeless and
Where are you guys meeting, Charlie?
we meet at the VFW in Elstonboro.
Include me on the.
I will next time.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, in the afternoon, we usually meet on Sewage Car, and that's what we got to work at.
And you're famous. You were on the front page of the Iowa Times last
Oh,
week.
man, you can get better than that, can you?
And thank you, and Patty, for being an advocate for those that aren't taking care of them, that can't take care of themselves.
You mentioned that was a huge thing. That's what we're having also. Put 2 veterans rooms on. We got money at Owens Corner, which is a national. We got the money to put here in Salem County. There's a lot of little things you don't even recognize themselves where you were. Go on. And we just got to make sure they know what's going on so we can have information. So thank you.
We're filled. This county's filled with great volunteers, and you're one of them. Thank you. So as well as sitting over there at the AMS. So they're a team over there for sure. You're welcome. Anyone else? Sir?
Jim Cruz. I spent a couple hours with Dave Ramsey a while ago. He explained all the bureaucracy to me about these roads and stuff. 611 at Pearson Station.
Can you restate your name and address?
Pardon?
Restate your name and your address.
Jim Coons, 16 East Huddersfield.
Thank you, Jim.
And they still don't have the white lines on there yet. I don't know what the problem is, whether the machine broke down again, where the county's supposed to do it.
So, good question. The line striping is subcontracted by the contractor. And they are going to come back and go through all the roads in one shot rather than go back today to do one road, next week to do another. So that's the purpose of the line striping not yet being done.
And the road through Daretown, by the fire hole, and the road from the diner down to Daretown, there's spots in there that could be fixed without going the whole road. Just grind the top of the skid steer with grinder and repave it and patch them bad spots instead of doing the whole road. If you don't have the money to do the whole road, and the road, Broad Street and Elmer, they just about put all new gutter down one side, put them all on one side of the road, just about done the whole road. Broad Street and Elmer.
Broad Street is a grant project.
when you're talking about in Dare Town, we have several roads like that. We are putting together a program this year. Now that the budget is passed, we will be passing an ordinance to require some equipment so that we can then begin to do that in-house work. We were hoping to get to it early this year, but it looks like we're going to get to it later. Yeah, we need to get to it before the 1st of November. But some of them spots, they're rough. Could be fixed a little bit so it's better. We have been patching like crazy to the tune of almost $60,000 this year, which is why we're moving towards the more productive position of buying equipment to pay it. But in the meantime, we're just patching until that program is up and running. And I try to get Sam Anderson to patch. We do patchwork. We don't want to do patchwork. All he wants to work on the grade. He wants to just oil and stone. You don't want to do those. You don't want somebody else to do the blacktop patchwork. So he can oil and stone. But, I think Pearson or Patch do whatever you want. I don't think Pearson's do a little more. I got a price from Lucas, and I told him, give me a price. He's been trying to get you guys to do oil and stone. So he gave me a price for Commissioner's pipe. You guys can go in it's roughly around $5 a yard to put oil and stone on versus about $30 a yard when you grind it and repaint it. Grind and repaint it is fast, but of course it's less expensive. Thank you. Yep. Thanks, Jim. Yep.
Thank you, Jim. Anyone else? Good to see our insurance auditor here, Tom. Thank you. AJ, from Insurance Office, thank you for being here. Scott, thank you. Appreciate it. Good to see the Armor Times here covering us. Yeah. If you're, are you 100% healed yet? Get there. Thank you. And once again, our EMS staff over there, thank you for coming. Thank you for what you do. Hearing no other public comment, our next meeting date is August 7th. Once again here, once again at 4 o'clock. We will have a short closed session meeting. We anticipate it being about 10 minutes. When we get out of the closed session, there should be no further business other than adjourning. So thank you all for coming. Stacy?
Resolution authorizing executive session, County of Salem, matters relating to litigation negotiations and the attorney-client privilege.
Any motion to go to closed session? Thank you. All in favor, please raise your right hand. Yes, unanimous. Once again, thank you, everybody.